Okay, like I said before in the last video, we're going to say goodbye to the Scottsville area. We're going to head south on the trail. After all that nice information around Scottsville, we're going to head south on the trail, and we are at mile marker 10. Out of Genesee Valley Park in Rochester. So let's head on down the trail, see what we can find. Nice canal prism right alongside here. And we're on the trail heading south out of Scottsville, New York. Got quite a distance. The next town would be Avon. Don't know if we'll get that far today, but we're headed south. Okay, after heading just a little ways outside of Scottsville, heading south, came across this very nice looking culvert. Take a look at that. Beautiful old stonework in great condition. And some of these stones have markings on them. That one says L11. There's one that looks like it's got a 12 on it. I see a B right there. And that looks like an upside down 4. Possibly some more figures over here. Possibly they marked their stones so they would know where to place them after they were cut and brought here. Don't know if you could hear that. Somewhere up in that tree is a big old woodpecker. There's a snake running along here. Continuing south out of Scottsville. Just a long windy trail. I'm not sure if the canal prism has been backfilled along here. Or whether this old railroad bed crossed over the canal, because there's a low spot down in that way. Kind of hard to tell. Let's keep going. Yeah, if this was the canal prism, it's been backfilled because there's like a road coming down, an old road up there. Starting to see a little more shape of a canal prism here. And we are approaching the junction of the Lehigh Valley Trail, which runs east and west. So it's going to cross our north-south trail that we're on. Okay, continuing on the trail, I think we're seeing the canal prism once again on our right side. If you go off to the left, it drops off, and way out there is the Genesee River. Looks like we got some nice looking structures up ahead where the Lehigh Valley Railroad came through. Here are some nice stone structures from the Lehigh Valley Railroad. Let's go up here and look at this placard. Get a little history on this. I believe there was a long trestle that ran over the top of this bridge, over these abutments, and on to the top of the hill up that way. Yeah, there's a picture of how it looked with a train going over, and it says built in 1891. So this was after the Genesee Valley Canal was abandoned. This is called the Wadsworth Junction. You can pause this and read about it if you care to. And then there's this down here. Quite a structure right there. And over here, down there is the bridge that goes over the Genesee River. We're going to walk up in here, look at this a little more. Again, this is not actually part of the Genesee Valley Canal, but it's quite amazing. Nice historical spot. Let's take a walk over to that bridge and see what that looks like. Again, here's the Genesee Valley Canal Trail. And going west, Lehigh Valley Trail. Going east on the Lehigh Valley Trail. So this structure was actually a trestle. Trains traveled over the top of this, continued down across these stone foundations all the way to the top of the hill out that way. And the Lehigh Valley Trail takes us right across this bridge. And down below we see the Genesee River going north toward Rochester, coming from the south. We continue on our way going south. The prism is pretty small here. just a ditch alongside. Found a modern culvert that they put in to stop erosion in this area. There's supposed to be what they call a turning basin up ahead. It's a big pond where the boats could pull in and turn around and whatever. So we'll take a look at that very shortly. There's Canal Prism right down in there. Well, I think we're coming up on one of the turning basins. There should be two along here. And it's this area over to the right. The canal would have run right into this. So let's go on and see if we find basin number 2. This is a photo of the turning basin that we just came by. It was taken in 1960 or 1970. You could see the railroad tracks alongside, and that's the trail that we walked on. And just past that other turning basin, this looks like it could be the second turning basin right here. So back on the trail, heading south. Approaching the York Landing. We just came from down that way, looking north. This is called York Landing. There was many warehouses built in this area. I'll take a picture of the signboard here. This is a warehouse and dam on the Genesee River, York Landing. I came down the bank from the York Landing looking for more foundations. Right here is a level spot. This was probably where those warehouses stood, because before the Genesee Valley Canal, the boats went up and down the Genesee River. And I see a little foundation up at the top of the hill. About the only foundation ruins. Yeah, this level spot had to be where their buildings were. Let's go up and look at these foundations before we get back on the trail. Right up the hill there. Let me get out my zoom camera and get a closer look at that, or see if we can walk over closer. Yeah, this is about all there is for foundation here. All the warehouse foundations must have been removed. So back up the hill onto the trail. And there's one more turning basin. just south of the York Landing. Let's stop and take a look at that. So let's push on south from here, see what we can find down the trail. We're coming up on mile marker 24. "24 miles from Genesee Valley Park in Rochester." And we continue on. I'm going to take a little break, fly over these farmer fields for a minute. Got a bench here to take a break. The canal prism is quite deep here. We should be approaching the Salt Creek culvert. So right here we are above the culvert. Comes out over on this side. Not sure if we can get down the bank, take a look at that, but we're going to try. So far so good on the inlet side. See if we can get down here and have a look at that. Oh yeah, that's a big old stone culvert. Some of it has fallen in. A little closer look at it here. Yeah, it's not in real good condition. I'm going to go back up, see if we can get down on the other side, see where it comes out. And over here, we're in the canal prism right now, and it appears to be caving in. They've strung a fence here to keep people off of it. We have managed to make our way down a pretty steep hill, and here is the outlet side of the culvert. Real nice stonework here. And this is the Salt Creek. Let's see if we can get over onto this bank right here, look straight into the culvert. Okay, it was a bit of a hike around a bunch of cut down trees and steep hills, but here we are, looking straight into the culvert. Now we got to make our way back out of here, back up to the trail. Again, this is the Salt Creek culvert, and it is between the York Landing and the town of Peffard. And so we're going to conclude this walk today. We ended at the Salt Creek culvert. So beyond that is the town of Peffard. We'll pick it up there on the next video. So thanks for coming along. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you the next time.